Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you. And welcome back to the beta plan, playing Crusader Kings 2. Or perhaps, hello, and welcome to the beta plan, playing Crusader Kings 2. As before we start, I must confess, to hear this music once again, it soothes my soul. Oh, it has been a while since we played Crusader Kings 2 in its, well, I would want to say most vanilla way, but that's not true, because of course I have all the DLCs and what have you not. Because, let's face it, I am a Crusader Kings 2 fanboy. And thus, when a new DLC comes out, I gotta have it. And that is exactly what has happened. There is a new DLC out called The Reaper's Due, and it mainly emphasizes upon the bubonic plague, also known as the Black Death. So, what are we going to do this time around? Because I'm certain that perhaps the title was the thing that made you click on this. Well, let me explain here. We have played a lot of Crusader Kings 2 games, but they were mainly around in this region. We played, for instance, as the one Province Habsburgs, as the, well, campaign where we went from Baron to Emperor. We played as the Pope and dabbled a little bit in Jerusalem, as the Ottomans and conquered in, well, all that is the Ottoman Empire, and a little bit more. In Hearts of Iron 4, for instance, we recreated the Byzantine Empire and make it grow strong and large. So, with the exception of mods that, well, do a total conversion, we tend to be in this region. Time to change that. This time around we're going to play over here. Because I have 4 pillars that I want to, well, achieve or adhere to within this series. And this idea, before I start, I have to say, was more or less given by a very old and faithful watcher of mine, Dire Griffin. Because we are going to try and restore the Persian Empire with its original faith, Zoroastrian. Now, before you go and run away, hold on, I know that more people have done this, but people tend to do that as Karen, which is a very good start for trying to do this. Or, for instance, as the triple count of Monsdaran. Nah, we're not gonna do that. We're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to play as the only Zoroastrian horde around. These people. The Turkish Zoroastrian of what is at the moment the Oesta clan. I'll come back to that in a moment. There are some clans that, or hordes I should say, that are very close to us in a sense, but on the other hand they are not. Why? Well, there are 3 hordes that are Manichaean, which is actually on the heresy of our faith. So, yeah, we're not gonna be very good friends with these people. We want to start out as a horde, and we won't even have the leadership of the entire horde, because that will be in the hands of the Yabguit. So, we are a vassal horde. We want to restore the Persian Empire, and because we are Zoroastrian, we are going to, well, always marry our sister, or if need be our niece, but yes, the entire dynasty. Well, we're going to keep the power all in the family. Roll credits. Yes, that is something that in Zoroastrian you can do, and actually is, well, a good thing to do, because your subjects like that if you commit incest. Don't, I didn't make this up. You will see, trust me. This is just what this religion, well, not what this religion was about, but it was part of this religion. Let me phrase that a little bit better. On top of that, of course, we have this new DLC. Keeping it all in the family could definitely lead to children getting, well, some weird incestual traits, and it's going to be very interesting to see if we will breed a very resilient stock versus the bubonic plague, or if we're going to go down like a wet rag against it. After all, incest can cause some trouble. And it's not just the bubonic plague that has been introduced with the Reaper's Doom. No, the whole health system or mechanics have been revamped. We can build hospitals and request a court physician in order to battle all these new and deadly plagues and what have you not. Well, actually not new, the bubonic plague was already in the game, but never as severe as it truly was because, well, the bubonic plague may not have been the most deadly disease on the face of the earth, but it was never cured. It simply came, went away, became endemic, and that sometimes did a huge blowout. Like, for instance, the well-known strike in London, which is so well-known because there was a doctor there that recorded everything within his diary. But it wasn't the last biggest outbreak. There was somewhere on here on the coast near France. I'm not sure which city it was again, but somewhere along this line. And we never really defeated them with medicine or what have you not. At a certain point it simply went away. It is therefore a disease that strikes fear into the heart of men. Uncurable, at least for the longest time being, that it ravaged through Europe and through the Middle East, because when Justinianus made the Byzantine Empire spread all around the Mediterranean Sea again, well actually around this area where I'm showing you with my cursor, when the bubonic plague came, his armies were decimated through disease, and in order to protect his homelands, he pulled them out of these lands in order to save the Byzantine Empire from other threats. And some people claim that therefore the bubonic plague is the reason why the Byzantine Empire lost control of the north of Africa. Yeah, that impactful. But as said, we can try and battle these, but we also now, as we gain the disease and try to battle them, we gain new symptoms. We might get a headache, we might get a drippy nose. You just don't get ill anymore. No, you get the symptoms and develop the disease as it goes. As it becomes more severe and severe. That also means you can just keep having a sniffle and get rid of it and then be all fine. In fact, you can also now get maimed, but, well actually you could already get maimed, but it's now a little bit more specific. They can call you one-eyed, they can call you one-legged or one-handed because, well, there are those type of specific amputations or debiliations of your body, and the game responds to that because there are 15 new nicknames, among which are those that indicate this. So, a lot of new stuff to do, a lot of new stuff to cover. So, why am I not going to play as the Uista clan then, as you said? Because you want to play as Zoroastrian Horde. We're going to play as a Zoroastrian Horde, but this clan has no history. If you play as these, you will see that this is the founder of the Dynasty. So, there is no real incentive to play as him, except that of course he does have, at the beginning of the game, a son and a daughter who can immediately marry one another, which is kinda cool, but on the other hand, you know, I kinda wouldn't mind creating a dynasty. And what is that? Well, we played as all types of specific dynasties to recreate the Ottoman Empire. We had to play as the Ottomans. In our one province, Habsburg campaign, of course we're going to play as the Habsburg. From Baron to Emperor, that was also a very specific dynasty that was once in power and lasted a lot. And we brought them back. In case you were wondering, I doubt that in this timeline they are... Actually, they might be around in this timeline. And if not, they will have their name... the very close namesakes around here somewhere. No, this timeline is to... they should be around here somewhere. There they are, the Babenbergers. That is the dynasty that we played as. So yes, we played as all kinds of specific dynasties. We even played as a specific pope. Time to mess about them with that, and time to use the ruler designer. We haven't done that. Have we done that even at all once in this campaign? Now perhaps with the Russian hordes, I don't remember, but we may have done it there. Or actually, not the hordes, but the tribes. My very, very first series ever on this channel. So, Perhaps you have no interest in this, and if you don't, by all means, end the video, or go get a drink and come back. But we are going to make our own dynasty. Another little thing to add to this campaign. So let us see here. I don't really see the eye colors change. Let's see if I can form myself just a slight bit here. I have pretty high cheekbones, so I am a very thin neck, so that seems fine. I can't see my chin with all that beard. And I have a bit of a beard at times, but I'm more like this type of beard. So let's see the chin here. Oh, no. I am very thinny on the chin. So this seems like pretty okay. I have a... No, that's a little too hooked nose, but... that seems fine by me. I would like the eye colors to be... Yeah, that's blue. That will be a little bit odd for the region, perhaps, but... that almost seems more influence from the Mongols, but the Turkish people, and they are both... I'll take. Well, let's just take these eyes. I'm cool with those. Hairstyle. Well, those are going to change very quickly anyways, but there should be another bit of change within this mod that will be fun. You know what, I'm going to take this. Hair color is... We can change that actually to very light. That will make a bit of a difference when we see them close. Can we already change it over here? No, we cannot. Interesting. We'll try and look a little bit like... Well, we are still a horde. Ooh, there you go. We can now change ourselves immediately into armor if we wish. It's just allowed. But let's go like this. That seems fine to me. The background seems also appropriate to where we're going to start. So, next. I really want a different shield. If we're going to recreate the Persian Empire, I want something cool like this type of dragon. Or is it more a griffin? Might be more of a griffin thing. The Persian Empire, I think this symbol is more Persian Empire-ish. This one, yeah. Can we have two different colors of this? Just have a little variation. There we go. I would like the bird to be red. There we go, and that also wouldn't be too far off of some of the flags in the region. Let's go with this. Perhaps... No, for some reason, I don't know why, I prefer it to be the other way around. Next. Okay, so let's get ourselves some trades. Now this should also have been expanded as new trades have been introduced. For instance, here we have scurvy. I have no idea why. This character has scurvy, fatigue, bleeding spots on the skin, and is left untreated may cause loss of teeth, fever, and eventually death. Not very handy. Shield Maiden. This character has become a Shield Maiden. Yeah, probably not, because we are not playing as the Norse. But yes, new traits here. Valhalla Bound. This is also why I was kind of keen on making well, a new character. We are not Sunni, so we cannot take any of these traits. Where are the new negative traits? Maimed is still maimed. Oh. It just doesn't specify in this case. Alright, doesn't bother me, doesn't bother me. Let's see here. What are we going to take? Sick, incapable. Needs a description. Paradox, something's going wrong here. Alright. Alright. We'll get... Straight box, leper, absolutely not. That will kill us in an instant. Let's take, for the start, wounded. Yeah, that gives us a little bit more things to work with. It's never a bad trait. We're not going to start with inbred. We're going to create our own inbreed family already. Close this, by the way. I would like to focus on strategy. I might just go with a skilled tactician instead of a brilliant strategist. Simply in favor of it. cost less power, and we might get events by which to improve this. So I think I'm going to go with this. That seems already pretty good. So let's pick trades. An hereditary trade that is really good and inherent wouldn't be bad. Like quick. Quick is actually cheaper than attractive. I'd be surprised. But let's take that. Quick. Oh, he's already 32. We need another negative trade here. But there are some negative trades that you can take that are pretty freaking awesome. Wait, humble is 20? Somebody explain that one to me. Really, sometimes I really don't get how or why. But yeah, wounded. Quick has to be inherited. Wait, humble is even worth more than diligent? Where's humble? Humble's 20, diligent is 10. What? Lustful I'm A-okay with. That doesn't add to our age, did it? It says 0, but... Craven is bad. Deceitful is okay. I don't mind being deceitful or being cynical. We are very impious right now, which is kind of weird for what we want to go and do, but... We also could be cruel. We have no people beneath us anyways. That also lowers our age a little bit. We could try and get rid of arbitrary, but... Slothful I really don't want. Stubborn. Vassal opinion doesn't really bother me. Yeah, why not? Stubborn. There we go. We are a stubborn, cruel person. Oh, fits a bit of the theme. Who is deceitful and cynical and very lustful. More or less, this is a guy that just probably loved his sister a lot, but then they don't have children of it. Too bad I can't create the sister, but that might be fun. This is why he is not Tengri, but he is actually Zoroastrian. Kal Inal, Artuk, Sadruka, Karacha, Achekin, Baibars, Turhan, Dundar, Halkan, Belek, Ibrahim. Is that a proper name for a Turkish person? To be honest, I'm surprised. Ramazan. You know what? I actually like that. Doranitas was also pretty good. But it doesn't really sound proper. Bayezid? Dulkadir. Yes, that sounds like a good name. Ramazan Dulkadir. We can give him a little boost to health. Because inheriting that is pretty good, as is fertility. So 24. 25. What are our final stats? 13, 10, 16, 7, 4. Yeah, we are a shit diploma. We are an extremely cocky jock type of person. To, you know, annoy a lot of people and give a lot of stereotypes out in one go. And something I really don't like myself. You know, I'm gonna go with this. Finish. And there we are, Ramazan. Why does he still say that you're of the Uista clan? It says Dulkadir. Should be fine. So, and because we of course created a family, we cannot play on Iron Man mode. It's just simply disabled. Now, that was the character creation. Let's go into the new Scream. We have the Reapers do major epidemics. They can be dynamic. The bubonic plague will appear at the very earliest 200 years after the game has started. Oh, okay. And might even reappear 500 years after the game starts. And after one major outbreak, the epidemic will become endemic. So that's quite historical. Oh, wait. The bubonic plague will appear in the year 1345 and follow its historical route. I don't want to be very annoying, Paradox, but the bubonic plague already struck way earlier than that. Perhaps delay dynamic. The bubonic plague will appear at the very earliest in the year 1100. That gives us some time, and 25 years after the game has started. Wait, which one is it now? Oh, the very earliest, so yeah, 1100. So they say historical is 1335. I don't agree with that. We're going to go with the late dynamic then in that case. To cut it in between. The bubonic plague really ravaged the Byzantine Empire way earlier. It was then called the... Well, okay, perhaps that's why they didn't do it. Historians aren't really in agreement on it, but Justinianus' plague may have been the bubonic plague of an earlier outbreak. Mongol invasion, we'll keep it on historical. Defensive pact makes it a little bit harder, so let's keep it on, even if sometimes they are very aggravating. Minor epidemics. More. No, let's just leave it on default. Shattered retreat. I would love to put it off, but it's more the rules of shattered retreat are a little bit weird. So let's just keep shattered retreat on for now. Gender equality, historical. Yeah, the conclave status of women's sets of laws is not available. I like that because, well, our sister is going to rule with us anyways. Who gives a shoot about it? There we go, initializing the game. So for our first ruler, unfortunately, but that would have also been for the Uista clan because, well, the man is unmarried, we will not be able to marry within the family. But let's face it here, he is lustful, cynical, and what have you not. He doesn't really care for anything else than this. All our council is leaving us, but this is also very important. We are Turkish. Rulers can raid infidel neighbors for loot. We have a lot of infidel neighbors. Nomads are not very interested in owning holdings, only in more grazing lands for their sheep and horses. Gameplay centers around the population of the tribe and the manpower it provides. Empty holding slots in open terrain increases the maximum population. While nomads can have nomad vassals, they are mostly concerned with managing the other few but powerful major clans of the tribe. We can hold nomad holdings without penalties, can build temple holdings, can call nomadic government vassals to arm instead of using liege levies. Do not get vassal tax. Yep, laws are changed by expending prestige, not by votes. That could be handy. Vassal titles can be revoked without needing any special laws. Rulers can raid infidel neighbors for loot. So even if however we step off being a nomad, we can still raid for loot because we are Turkish, which we already kind of knew from the Ottoman campaign. But you know what? I think this time around that will be just as fine. Though we may lose Turkish at a certain point and go truly Persian. I wouldn't mind doing that. Well, we can have concubines, free, and from being nomad we have fewer commanders and blah 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 blah. The most important aspect, however, comes here. And I'm going to say ahead of time, sorry, I do not speak Iranian or Persian or anything remotely to that, so I am going to make quite a few mispronunciations. I hope you don't mind. Zoroastrians worship Ahura Mazda, the uncreated god, as proclaimed by the ancient Iranian prophet Zoroaster. It was the official religion of all Persian empires, except the Hellenic Seleucid Empire, which I think is from when Alexander the Great was in the area, but I may be wrong about that, but I think that's where this stems from. Until the Muslim conquest of the Sassanid Empire in 651. The ancient form of the religion involved great sacred hilltop fires, the exposure of dead bodies to scavenging birds for cleansing, and religious close-kin marriages in imitation of Ahura Mazda and Zoroaster. Wait, Ahura Mazda is the uncreated god. That would say male. Zoroaster is, says prophet, would be also male. Oh, apparently, and the god was married to his sister as well as the priest. Right. I almost thought for a second they were married together, and I'm like, what? That would be very modern. Alright. The what? Sorry for spiking the mic. The Moabadan can grant divorces. The Moabat can grant an invasion calls belli, and he can grant Great Holy War. More or less, he's the Pope. Priests, temple holders can inherit titles, rulers can marry close kin, Zoroastrian men can take up to 3 concubines. Wait, along with these, is that 6? That will probably just remain 3. And a religious head can be created by a special decision, yes, because the Zoroastrian is kinda kaput when we start. Alright. Let us see what we can do. We have... Ooh, he hates our guts. Oh, we hate him. We want to see him on the council. He also doesn't like us. Clan sentiment and infidel. Right. Let's create a council. The Moabbat. We don't really need that to be high at first. First, I need a good diplomat. I'll take you. And... Ooh. If we played as the original guy, we would have been quite a steward. Alright. Appoint him there. His son is quite the marshal. Spy master. Who hates me. No. Let's put him into the religious part of things. Legislation, research culture check would be the best that we could do. Even if it's very little. Extra tributes? No, because we don't have any landed vassals yet. We really want to train warriors. Manpower growth, that is very handsome. And let's improve the clan sentiment with our overlord. Alright. Let us choose an ambition. Become exalted among men, becomes a counselor, groom and heir. We probably become a counselor first. And let's focus on warfare. Does that actually help manpower growth? It's been a while. I think there is some influence on it, right? Modifiers. Kang Lee plus 20%. I thought there was some influence. I already picked a character focus. We can create a Duchy of Turkestan, we're not going to waste our money on that. Title also on succession because we have no heir, that's fine, I all understand this. We haven't picked a character focus yet. We could go for making sure we soon get an heir, but if we already are going to go with groom and heir, we will have all the fertility we need along with the lustful, and we know that we have given ourselves extra fertility, so let's screw that. Steward? No. I just say war? Or hunting? Hunting can give us also very good traits, like money. Let's go with hunting. Also gives us health, and we are wounded. So, yeah, let's go with that focus. And I think with that, we have started the campaign. What is this new eye about? Features. Ah, that's been placed over there. And yes, this also has been changed, they say, but seems still to me to be quite the same. But they had enlarged a few things as well, I remember reading up on. So we can raid, but we need to wait. In the first few moments, everything tends to declare a war upon one another because, well, it's a little bit of a different religion everywhere around here. Jewish, Tengri, but luckily this is Tengri as well, so we are currently safe that we are, in fact, not considered the Zoroastrian. But we need to make sure that we can grab our little piece of land as we watch who is going to go to war with whom. But this was the setup of the all-in-the-family Persian Empire Zoroastrian Reaper's Due series. I hope you are excited for it as much as I am. And I say, I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.